only promote the truth.
Woo! Y'all hear me now? That was good. I'm like, everybody was like, I can't hear you. And what happened was I hit my mic and it jolted it off. All right. Darrell said I'm good. Darrell Williams said I'm good now. Amber said I'm good now. I happened to hit my mic. What about that first session, fam? What about that first session, YAHU 44? Isaiah 44, the stuff we learn, the more intimate we get with Yahuwah. The more we get down in with Yahuwah, like it's happening. This is literally happening to where we're learning the characteristics, we're learning the intimacies, we're learning key details about Yahuwah's personality. I mean, it's something to behold. Now, look, we are on a telethon today. We're asking everybody to do kingdom business. In Hebrew, they say Malakuta di Yahuwah Ananim. Malakuta di Yahuwah Ananim. That means kingdom of Yahuwah business. We are doing serious business. And whenever we do telethon, so this is the realest chapter, the realest Isaiah chapter 45 ever, but it's part of the Operation Rise Telethon. And so whenever we're doing telethons, what we're saying to folks is we've got a campaign going on. We decided years ago, about 3 years ago, that we were going to translate the scriptures from the beginning to the end. We take care of the 66 normal books that people know about, right? We take care of those first. Then we would go get the lost books. Now, there was no campaign at the time. It was just me and the Promote the Truth crew talking about this. Nobody could participate in the campaign. We weren't doing lives. We weren't taking people on the journey. We just figured, hey, we're going to get this done maybe 4 to 6 years. We didn't know. And how I figured I was going to do it, because I got businesses, I said, I'm going to take 2 hours, my first 2 hours of every day, and just translate as much as I can. And probably in about 4 to 6 years from now, we'll have it done. We'll roll it out. As I started going, and we would do some gatherings, our online gatherings, I'm telling some of the people that was joining the gatherings, this is what I'm doing. I'm translating the scriptures from front to back. What I'm really doing is what I've been doing for years anyway. If you go back and look at the videos that we uploaded to YouTube, they were like from Facebook Lives. You see me translating the translations all the time. You know, I had different versions. You know, I had the scriptures out of South Africa, Sefer, BYNV, Hallelujah scriptures. I had all those different scriptures that I had been able to get that removed the pagan names, but I had to keep translating those translations. Just go back and watch the videos. Go back and just go watch under the videos tab, not the live. Go back. Shout out to Jeremy. He got his necklace ordered. Shout out, bro. You go back and watch the regular videos, and you're going to see it's around November 2020. You see me consistently translating the translations. And so when Yahuwah put this on my heart, was in 2022, correct? Yep. In like the spring, late spring 2022, he was like, you keep translating the translations. Shout out to Brother Daniel. Together we rise. You keep translating the translations. Why don't you just go ahead and translate the originals in the earlier scriptures to where you don't have to keep translating the translations anymore? I mean, it's kind of like, So when I felt that call on me, I took it to the team and they were like, makes sense. I'm like, but man, that's a massive project. Can you imagine if you really, because if you ask a lot of people, you go, have you ever read the scriptures, quote, sign named Bible, from front to back? And some people go, oh yeah, but most people are like, oh no. Well, imagine saying, have you ever translated the scriptures from the front to back? As a matter of fact, where would you translate from? What is it that you would use to translate the scriptures? Well, you know, in the Tanakh, the Old Testament, that's easy, Hebrew. But which one do you use? Like, where do you go get all those books? Where they at? All right, you're going to find some in the Dead Sea Scrolls. You're going to find some in the Aleppo Codex. You're going to find some in the Codex Turensis, right? You're going to find, different ones. But is there like any complete? Well, that's the Codex Leningrad is the oldest complete in the world. It's got vowel points in it. And vowel points are what misleads you. But what Yahuwah was teaching me years ago was how to read Hebrew without allowing the vowel points to affect the pronunciation, which affects a lot of times the meanings. So Yahudah already been training me when I went through 3 years of 6 to 10 hours a day. That was a good foundation. For 3+ years, 6 to 10 hours a day, studying the origins of words, studying Aramaic, studying Hebrew, studying Greek, studying Latin, and where did the scriptures come from? He'd already been training me up. So I was like, okay, am I really going to do this? And I remember talking to my dad because we went on a fishing trip. I was living in Florida at the time, down in Boca, and we're going to go on a fishing trip up in Tennessee. We go up to Tennessee, come back down to Florida. So I said, Dad, I feel strongly I've been called to translate the entire scriptures from front to back. You know what I mean? Kim said, I want to see an example of vowel points. It's easy. You see them little nickets. I'll show you one on here, Kim. That's a good question, sis. I'll show you one on here. I'll show you a good one. You're going to be like, come on, man. Come on. You're going to be like, come on. You won't even believe it. She said, what's a vowel point? These little dots you'll see around the Hebrew letters. I'm going, because my sister asked, I'm going to show you. And let me show you what they do. Let me show you. Matter of fact, you're going to make me do it right away, Kim. I just take it for granted, but she's right. Most people don't have a clue what vowel points are. So let me show y'all. How many of y'all like to see how a word can change drastically if you put vowel points there? Anybody like to see it? Like, this is receipts. This is something that people won't teach. They won't talk about. All right. Let me go get my digitized version of the Leningrad. This is the beautiful part. I got it with and without vowel points. Yeah. Yeah. Hold on. Put your seatbelts on. Okay. Y'all said y'all want to see it, right? I hope everybody getting into it. This is funny, man. That she asked that. I mean, you never know what's going to happen on a live. You never know. You just don't know. I said, hold on. All right, now watch. Y'all hear that in the background? That's funny. I'm going to put a word on the screen. That's right. They screwed up the name of the creator with them PowerPoint stuff. Watch this. All right. Hopefully it pulls up. I'm going to put that word in the chat and I'm going to stick it up on the screen. All right. You see that word there? Everybody look at that real careful. Look, you see that thing looks like a W? Look in the right, look up above the right hand of the W. See that little dot? Y'all see that little dot? All right. That is a shin, an ua, and a rash. All right. But I just want to make sure y'all see that little dot. I want y'all to tell me, Darcy, see that dot? That's a vowel point. Okay? Now, that's a shin. That first thing that looks like a W is a shin. It's pronounced sh. Got it? All right, see, I even got to. So that's a sh. That next one is a vowel, which is it's a true vowel. That is a ua, as in ooh. Ooh. Remember we say Yahuah, right? Okay. That next one's a rash, like your R. So that should be pronounced what? S-H-U-R. Sure. S-H-U-R. Sure. Right? Well, they stick that vowel point on there. And when it's in that sequence, they change that oo sound to an O sound. They go shore instead of sure. So they take it and change the real vowel, which is an oo, to an O sound. And there is no O's in Hebrew. It's supposed to be sure and not sure. That's like something simple. And that's how they come up with Yehovah and Jehovah and all that other stuff. They stick them vowel points and they go, here's the rules to be able to change the sound of the vowels. When you see this point here and you see this point there, to change the sound of the letters, when you see us put a point here and a point there, they go and they change the sound of them letters. So sure versus not a U, Ashley. S-H-U-R is how it's supposed to be. They change it to S-H-O-R. Sure versus sure. They playing games. I'm gonna get y'all tore up. I don't know if y'all ready for this. I don't even know if you're ready for this. Y'all ready for this? Now, that was just a little one. Hold on. I just left one vowel point in. Watch this. And let me show you how they do it. I clicked on the wrong one. I'm sorry. Watch. It's there. Watch. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna put it back up again because I didn't have all the vowel points on it. Now look at it. Look, this is with all the vowel points on it. Let me take that down. Hold on. Let me take that down. Let me put this up. Watch. All right. Now look. You see that little dot over the ua? There's two dots now. They put a dot over the W looking thing, and then they put a dot on the other side of the W looking thing, which is over the ua, and that's how they come up with shore. All right? It's called vowel pointing. The Masoretes did that between the 7th and the 10th century. Now, I'm going to show you why they did it. Who wants the big one? Who wants the granddaddy of them all of deceptions? Who wants that big one? I'm going to trip y'all out. Sister Kimberly had no idea she's about to open so many eyes on something so that we just talk about all the time. We talk about it all the time. Watch this one. Watch this one, fam. This is going to get you. Who want the big one? Watch this. Sister Donna, you ready to get tripped out? Who wants to get tripped out? All right, I'm going to trip you out. I don't even know if y'all can handle this. Watch this. I don't know if you can handle it. Liz says she wants to know. I want to know. Y'all heard that jam, haven't you? Look at this. Now, this is in the Codex Leningrad now, except we removed the vowel points in our version, but we still got the one with the vowel points in it because we got a facsimile copy of it. All right, let's tear it down. Y'all ready? Here we go, Shannon. Watch this. What does that say in Hebrew? In modern Hebrew? What does that say in modern Hebrew? Everybody put in the chat, because y'all should know that one. See that right here? This is Paleo Ancient Hebrew. What I just put on the screen right there, that's modern Hebrew. Same letters, pronounced the same way. One of them's modern Hebrew. This is ancient Paleo Hebrew. Yahuwah wrote it this way. When they got taken into captivity into Babylon, they took on this type of a script. All right, that says Yahuwah. Okay, what you see on the screen says Yahuwah. Okay, that says Yahuwah. What you see on the screen says what? Yahuwah. And it reads from right to left. So that little thing looks like a little apostrophe. That's a U. That's a vowel. That's the Y sound, kind of like a Y and an I sound. Yeah. And then that next one's a hey. So that next letter that looks like, what does it look like? Like a little hut with a little space in between it. That's a hey. That's always pronounced ah. Always ah. So that's ah. That's that third one coming from right to left is your uah. There's your oo sound. And that fourth letter is the same as the second letter. True? So if the second letter is ah, and just like in Spanish, Hebrew vowels never change pronunciation, ever. See, in Spanish, an A is always pronounced as ah. An I in Spanish is always pronounced E. An O is O, a U is U, right? So they never change. So it's an easier language to learn. And I'm telling you, it's the same thing with Hebrew. Abari. That says Yahuwah. Now watch this, fam. In the Codex Leningrad and all the other writings, once the Masoretes got a hold of it, they went and they put vowel points. All right, now watch. I'm gonna put it on the screen. They went and took the name of Yahuwah and then they put it. Look, I'm gonna put it up on the screen. So they changed it from that. Oh, hold on. Sorry. They changed it from that to that. Now you see those vowel points? Look underneath the little apostrophe thing. Look underneath the uah. They changed that to say that word don't say Yahuwah. Guess what they say that word says? They said that word says Yehovah. Because of the vowel points, instead of Yahuwah, they say now that that's really supposed to be Yehovah. Look. 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 They say it's Yehovah. What? What are you talking about? Just by them putting them little vowel points, they changed that A to an E. They changed the U to an O. And then they added a V. Ain't no V's, ain't no O's, and there's no E's in Hebrew. Man, we got something. We own them now. Receipts. Receipts, the most important word in the world, in the world, they went and put vowel points on it to change its pronunciation. Because they say they consider it blasphemy if you say the name, but if you say Yehovah, ain't nobody saying nothing. They be quiet. They'll let you run on down that rabbit hole if you just say Yehovah. So they changed Yahuwah's name. And that's why, look, and y'all saw it. It's the vowel points that changed it. Aren't y'all glad Sister Kimberly asked me to do this? Y'all think I'm just sitting over here Rudy poo-poo, don't know what the hell I'm talking about? They can't fool me. Brother Bill, there's no V's, there's no O's, there's no E's, and there's no W's. And they dang sure ain't no J's. Hey, Cynthia, this should be tripping y'all out going, Brother Jay just made that. He showed us side by side that these people, watch. It's crazy. Now, ain't y'all glad that we got it without the vowel points? And that we translate it without the vowel points? And wouldn't you want to have a translation in its original form as opposed to a form that they changed? Wouldn't you? Wait till I put this on the screen. Sister Kimberly, you done opened up all kind of buckets of worms. Ain't no cup of can of worms. It's a bucket of worms. What do you think, Sister Kimberly? Give me some feedback. You glad you did this? Am I helping you? Y'all look on the screen. Watch this. So, y'all hitting that thing so fast. Hold on. Look. Is there a difference? I put the first one versus the second one. The originals in the original modern Hebrew form is that Yud Hey Uah Hey, no vowel points, versus Yud Hey Uah Hey. They still call it a Yud Hey Uah Hey, except they say, oh, that vowel point makes you pronounce that second letter as an E, and that third letter as an O, and add a V to it. That's what they teach it. If you go take, that's why when people ask us, they say, where can we learn Hebrew at? I say, you can't go nowhere right now. You better wait for us. Because if you run out there and you try to go learn Hebrew now, you're going to go down the vowel pointing rabbit hole, and you probably never coming back out. The vowel points are going to take you into a prideful, pompous, arrogant world. Now, how does that make y'all feel knowing that your brother, I know and understand this, and I just proved it to you, that the first one, over on the left side now, that first one says this versus there. Look at that. Is there a difference? YAHUAH versus Jehovah. And that's why there's a dude out there right now, I forgot his name, he's a Karaite. They hate Yahusha when he came. They don't want nothing to do. They don't believe that the Savior already came. He out there, Gordon Ramsay. I think that's his name. Man, people be sending us messages all the time. Well, Gordon Ramsay, he's a scholar. I'm like, he hates Yahusha. He hates the Savior. You want me to listen to him? He gonna tell you all day long, Yehovah. Come on, man. You gonna put some money on that? Like, go back, let's go deal with the originals. When at the originals, before the 7th and 10th century, Before the 7th and between the 7th and 10th century, what was those letters? How were they pronounced? I can take you there. It's going to be YAHUAH. Put some money on it. Quit talking. It ain't going to be no Yehovah. And guess what? Guess who else ran after that trick? Guess. The Jehovah Witnesses. They said, no. We're going to be cute. We're going to put that J instead of the Y. We're going to italicize it. We're going to give his mask. And they go 10 toes down. And they know it's a lie. That's a fact. Jehovah Witnesses know it's impossible. My dad went over there. That's why he's like, man, he going to try to talk to him. They can't deal with my dad now. That's to trip y'all out. See, Yahuwah says, unless you come to me as a child, you will not enter the kingdom. The language has to be a simple language to understand. If you always make every letter have the same pronunciation, bam, you got it. Now, it can't be Yehovah, because do you have Alleluia? Alleluia? Do you ever hear him say, I should say, Alleluia? Do they ever say Alleluia? Never. They ain't never saying no Alleluia. Even the people, even the Parashim, the Pharisees, those over in Israel now, they know that the word Alleluia is Alleluia. I go, well, wait a minute. How can it be Alleluia if you changed it over and say, oh, no. In that case, we leave it to be I. I said, which case? We don't put the vowel point there. Why did you put the vowel point on Yahuwah's name then? Because Alleluia has a part of his name in it. Yes or no? They going to say yes. They going to say yes. They going to say the word Alleluia has a part of the creator's name in it. It means praise be to Yahuwah. Hey, that's what it means. Sister Kimberly said it helps a lot. I took some Spanish in high school, so I understand the similarities. You say it's like in Abar, Hebrew. Just wanted to clarify on the vowel points you mentioned. Does that help big time? Don't nobody say Alleluia. They don't say Benjamin Netanyahu, oh. Y'all got to get that. That prime minister, the most famous one of Israel, his name is Benjamin Netanyahu. The last 3 letters of his name are Yud, Hey, Uah, Hey. Yahu, as in Yahuwah. Well, why don't they call him, if we go under this nonsense vowel pointing crap, why don't they call him Benjamin Netanyahu? Yeho. That's what it should be. It should be Benjamin Netanyahu. Everybody should call him that when you meet him. Hello, Prime Minister Netanyahu. He'll look at you like, what you call me? You call me a hoe? He gonna think you called him a hoe. I probably froze. I think I probably froze my energy for a second. Is that crazy? You're not going to call him Benjamin Netanyahu. Hey, y'all, hey. I got y'all, hey, y'all, I told you. Sister Kimberly started something over there. She thought she was slick. She done got a hot one here. Rush. They mess around. Here, you called me some kind of hoe. I came to America and I heard y'all say stuff like that. y'all say stuff like that over here. I'm gonna blow you up one more time. I lean over and laugh. Yeah. And hold on, I'm gonna prove they lying. Y'all have no idea. You mess around and get a real one. Go ahead. You come over and get a real one like myself on this, and you see what happens. All of you Jewish Hebrew scholars, I want all of you to pull up now. Pull up. Pull up. I want you to deal with something real quick. Don't run. Don't you run now, because you know I'm on it. You know, they know what I'm about to go if they paying attention. They know where I'm about to go. I don't know what y'all gonna do. Because if you pull up on a real one, you're gonna get smoked. You done ran into it now. Don't try to run. Stay right there. Just stay right there. I'm gonna put a few things on the screen in front of the family for you to deal with. And you should be man or woman enough to go, all right, I'm gonna hang in there and deal with it. Take these vowel points out of here. Hold on, watch this. Dog, we'll see what they're gonna do. Y'all enjoying this? Look. I'm gonna say, okay. I'm gonna say, watch the progression. Marvin said he got 5 on it. Watch the progression. They say it's Yehovah, okay? And I'm gonna take them through a progression. I'm gonna say, okay, watch the screen. And when you're watching the replay, go back and watch what I do here. All right, I say, what does that say? They gonna say Yehovah. I'm gonna say, no, it don't. No, they're gonna want to say Yehovah. They're gonna say, well, you don't have the vowel points there, so it's not correct Hebrew. I'm like, no. When did the vowel points start? Is that what Yahuwah did in the beginning? Is on the Dead Sea Scrolls, are there any vowel points on the Dead Sea Scrolls? Guess what they're gonna say? Nope. When did they start? 27th and 10th century. You're talking about 700 to 1,000 years past when Yahusha came to the earth. Which you got all them 1,000 years before he even came. That says Yahuwah, right? I say, okay. They say, no, but you got to have the vowel points. Y'all stay with the progression. I say, oh, you got to have the vowel points? I say, okay. I'll say, I'm going to put the vowel points in it. All right, watch the screen. All right, the vowel points in it. Now, what'd you say it was? Oh, I told you. They going to say, I told you it's Yehovah. Yehovah. I'm saying, okay, that's Yehovah. All right, now everybody from right to left is how Hebrew reads. Look at the first one. You see that little apostrophe thing? It's got a vowel point under it. You see it? It's got 2 little dots like a colon. Then you got your hey, and then you got your but that has got like a vowel point, looks like a little small T. They say when you do those vowel points like that, they're saying that makes that Yeho. Yeho. Instead of Yahu, they say Yeho. All right, y'all remember this? Yeho versus Yahu. Watch this, plenty. I say, are you sure? They say, absolutely. I say, you want to put some money on it? They say, oh, okay. How much? Let's put 1,000. So we take $1,000. They put 1,000, we put 1,000 up. And I say, for a fact, when those vowel points are like that you say that says Yeho, right? And they're going to say, yep. I'm going to say, what's the prime minister? What's the prime minister of Israel? The most famous one. They're going to say Benjamin Netanyahu. I'm going to say, and isn't his last name spelled like this? With the vowel points? Hey, I'm giving you the vowel points. Yay! I'm giving them the what? I'm giving them vowel points. I said, well, what's that say? They're going to say Netanyahu. I say, you just said it's supposed to be Yeho. No, but we kind of switched up the vowel points here. That's what they're going to say. Well, how you make sense of this? You're saying it goes back to Yahu if you put the vowel points that way? So why did you decide? Now look, y'all, the last 3 letters. Now go over to the left side. Go to the left side. See that back it up. So go from left to right. The then you see that hey, then you see the little apostrophe. That is Yahu. That's the first 3 letters of Yahuwah's name. But in this context, they agreed that it says Yahu. Netan, or it should be Natan, Natan. Them first 3 from right to left, that's a noon, that's a tau, and that's a noon. That is Natan. Netanyahu. All right. So you trying to convince me, a common sense thinking person, that you change 3 letters out when I just put a hey at the end of Yahuwah's name, just add that hey there that don't have no vowel points. See that second letter in from the left? There's no vowel points. I say, you saying right there, that's ah. And you're telling me that there is no longer an ah when it comes to Yahuwah's name. Is that what you're telling me? Well, yeah, that's what we're saying. Why are you telling me that? Well, that's what our scribes, listen, they're going to say it like this. That's what our scribes and our priests have taught us. Oh, the ones that Yahushua, when he was on earth, saying, woe to you, scribes and parashim. You don't enter, and you're preventing other people from entering. What y'all going to do with this message? That Sister Kimberly done started this fire with my fresh mango juice. Huh? I deserve some fresh mango juice after that one. Because ain't nobody teaching that. I don't know anybody saying, stop, come together, let us reason. Let's deal with this nonsense. What do you think, Amber House? Katie, what y'all think? All I'm doing is common sense. They want to say it's not Yahu when it's Yahuwah's name. They want to say it's Yehovah. All of a sudden it goes to Yehovah instead of Yahu if it's Yahuwah's name. And they say, no. It's because of the vowel points what we put in there. I say, really? Y'all ready? Hey, don't you go nowhere. Stay right there. Don't you run now. No. Sister Kimberly got me cooking. The chef is in the building. I'm going to cook on you now. Where you going? Wait a minute. I'm going to put another word up there. Oh, I'm in the building. We're going to cook. We got to cook now. You was over there talking that stuff. So now we got to put this one up. I say, hey, Hebrew scholar, scribe, what's this word say? Watch this, y'all. It's on the screen. What's that word say? And it's got some vowel points in it. Look at it closely. It's got some vowel points, fam. Man, they in trouble. That says Yahudah. That says Yahudah, which is the followers of Yahuwah. That says what? Yahudah. Put in trouble. That's the word gotcha. It's got the vowel point. It's got some, hey, I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt. I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt. It's got that vowel point on that Hold on. I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt. So it's got that little vowel point. It's a little dot right next to that. It's a little dot. Right next to the third letter, the coming from right to left. We cooking, Adam. That word says Yahudah, and it's got a vowel point in it. How come you didn't make that ooh and o right there? Why didn't you make that ooh an o or an e right there? Daddy, you like this? I don't know if my dad liked it, Jason. So, look at this. That says Yahudah. Hey, Robert Arenson just asked a beautiful question. Not in Portugal. He says, okay, what does the vowel point change in this word? That's my question. You got a vowel point in there on the ooh, the ooh. So you're saying if you put that vowel point on that boot right there, it remains Yahu? Is that what you're saying? Queasy, yeah, one of this smoke. Chris says this is fire. You saying right now that you put the vowel point just to the side of the ooh and it remains an ooh? Now the only thing different in this word and Yahuwah's name is that fourth letter from the right, second letter from the left. It looks like a 7. Y'all see it? Y'all see that fourth letter from the right? Second letter from the left that looks like a 7? That's called a dalet. That's a D sound. D. So, they are admitting, even with their vowel point, that the first 3 from right to left, they are admitting the first 3 from right to left is YAHU, as in Benjamin Netanyahu. You see? And all of a sudden, they're saying, no, that's YAHU there. And then that fourth letter is a D, dalet, Yahudah. And they're still saying, this is where they're in trouble. They're still saying that fifth letter, the last one on the left, they're saying that has the same sound as the second letter. There's 2 letters in there that look the exact same. From right to left, it's the second letter and the 5th letter. And they are admitting that both of those sound A-H. They're admitting that both of those are A-H. What y'all gonna do with this? Now watch this. Y'all ready? Y'all don't even know what's about to happen. I want to drive it home that they are admitting that the AH without the vowel point there and the AH without any vowel points, those are both pronounced as in AH. They're saying that hey is called a hey. The second letter and the 5th letter, they are admitting with their own Hebrew writing, and not one of them, Jewish scholars, Hebrew scholars, not one seminary, not one synagogue, not one priest will not say that that's not Yahudah. They're going to say that's Yahudah. Every one of them. I done been in the trenches with them. I'm telling you. I done been in the trenches with more people y'all can shake a stick at. And my daddy knows it. And people around me, they know it. And I'm saying they're going to admit that both of those are And I said, okay, now be careful here. There's no vowel point on the hey, the second letter, and there's no vowel point on the 5th letter. So both of those are correct? All right. Y'all paying attention? I don't know if y'all ready for this. Hold a minute. Wait a minute. Are y'all following along? Am I doing a good job? The only way you can get a little confused is because you're going right to left, left to right, but I'm explaining it clear. So don't be running out of here when I'm explaining it just clear. Hold on. Y'all see what Sister Kimberly did? Now look, I'm going to put this on the screen. The chat is blowing up. I can't hardly catch up with it. Look. Now look over there. On the right side, there's Yahudah. Versus over here on the left side, they're saying with them vowel points, that's Yehovah. Yehovah. So with Yahudah, they are admitting that that second letter, that hey, there's two hays in Yahudah and there's two hays in Yahuwah. But they're saying these two hays in Yahudah, over there on the right side, this one right here, they're saying this right here, that's got a hey, that's the second letter, and the fifth letter, they both agree those are ah and ah. Then over here, they say that that hey that has no vowel point on it, they're saying that's a EH instead of an AH. They're saying it's yay rather than yah. They call that yay. But they admit at the end it's ah. Yay. They say Yehovah. They still leave it as an ah over here. Why did you change this second one here to an A sound, EH sound, but you didn't do it in Yahudah? Why didn't you change that to Yehudah? Why is that not Yehudah? Scholar. Why is that not Yehudah? I want you to tell me. Put some money up right now if that is really Yehudah. Woo! Blew him up. Done. They can't get around their version, how they pronounce Yahuwah's name is Jehovah. They can't get around that and Yahudah. They're stuck. All they're going to do is say, well, when you put the vowel point on over to the side of they're going to do that old nonsense. And guess who gets to make them rules up? Anybody. And who are they? The Masoretes. Where they come from? What do you say, Brother Ryan? I'm right there with you, Brother Joe. Receipts. Everything. I own on the truth. Facts that Brother Jay is showing us. Is this helping? Before I go on into the lesson, what I did, inspired by Sister Kimberly Breton. Y'all better show her some love. What I did, is this really helping people? Riel, is that helping you? Y'all know what I just did. I went and did, I didn't just cook. I went and did some surgery, didn't I, Brother Don? That's surgery. But see, they can play games with novices out there. And oh, no, when you do it this way, you do it that way. I go, hold on. I said, what's the prime minister of Israel, for the most famous one? They're going to say Benjamin Netanyahu. All right. They're going to say it's Yahweh. Then I'm just going to ask you, what about Yahudah? And I can keep going. Hallelujah. I can keep going. Yeremi Yahu. I can keep going. Yisha Yahu. I can just keep going and going and going. I start naming them prophets left and right. And all of them prophets, most of them got Yahu. Yeremi Yahu. Jeremiah. Malachi Yahu. Malachi. Brother Larry, what's going on here? Brother Larry, what's going on here? Brother Larry, come on the line. Hey, Brother Larry. Hey, we got to send you the link. I want you to come in here, Brother Larry, for a second. Just let me know if you can. Message me in our group, in our private group, Brother Larry, if you can come on now or you won't come on later. Because this right here is surgery. I just went and did surgery while I was cooking. I was in the kitchen and the operating table at the same time. Did this really help y'all? Y'all's confidence should go through the roof. When I say Yahuwah is his name, y'all should go, yeah, we got some evidence. Even the people who say they are the real Yahudim, they admit it in their writings. They can't stand behind this nonsense. They got to run through too many games. Woo! Somebody get Brother Larry's attention. I want him to come in here. I want to hear some overseer. Overseer. Man, you know this ain't no joke. Who takes the time and gives it to you like this? See if I can get a message over to Brother Larry. Man, oh man. Y'all wouldn't expect it. Hey, that's the kahal. That's what the body will do. There it is, Brother Larry. I just put that link in there. Hey, that's what the kahal will do. That's what the assembly. See, when we working it with as one, Yahuah, that's where he say we can chase thousands. Sister Stacy B, you know what I'm saying? We can chase thousands. Because y'all will come, I got something over here, but y'all might come up with an idea, and because of my knowledge base in the word, in the Ruah, we can blow stuff up like this all day. Y'all should clip this, spread it everywhere. Nera, Elmer, make sure y'all clip this. Oh, we proving that this is one of the biggest lies we're exposing ever. Sister Estelle said, Brother Emissary J is helping us avoid the crooked path. That's right. Hallelujah, YAHUAH. We got that thing on point here. We just proved with their own words. Your Brother Larry here. Brother Larry, we just proved with their own words. Hope you got a good connection. You're a little blurred. Hold on a second. Say something.
Yes, sir.
What did your brother just prove? What happened?
You know, first of all, we thank Sister Kimberly for even the Ruha had to give her that question. That was a great question because it taught a lot of people. This is just so clear. When you deny these receipts, your heart is just hard. You don't love Yahuwah. When if you deny this, these are facts. I mean, no one takes the time that you're the way that you're teaching us. You're making us all rogue scholars. The people that I talk to now, they just get quiet. Just some of the gems that you give us when you take it to people who are somewhat confused about who Yahusha was in the flesh, right. That he was Yahuwah, right. Even the calendar. I just want to thank you for even that teaching, because now I get no more questions. We are on the Yahuwah's calendar. Based on your teaching, now they're like, oh, you're right. He did tell them to do what the Parashim and the scribes teach you, just don't do what they do. Just like now, those vowel points, you're changing the pronunciation of the creator. That was their whole, that was the adversary's point, was to change because, if you take away Yahuwah, you're taking away his breath.
That's true. Did Brother Larry freeze? Are we all right?
So,
we back? We froze for a second.
Yeah, I mean, it's this fire. It's that fire right now.
My dad just posted, the Jehovah Witness got a lot of explaining to do.
Look,
all of them do.
All of them do. And they're going to have to be held accountable because he's listening.
Yes.
The Father.
I sit there and went and got I say, and I'm telling you, I'll say, hey, priest, Hebrew priest, do you respect the Codex Leningrad? You know what they're going to do? Oh, yeah. That's the oldest complete Old Testament in Hebrew in the world. And our Masoretes, they made sure to put the correct vowel points in there. And I go, all right, let's go deal with Yahudah and Benjamin Netanyahu.
See, what can you say to that? They can't. They need to just be quiet and let he's going to show his power anyway. I mean, you just.
Larry, this is going to trip you out. I hope his internet, get his internet straight. Larry, get back in here. Larry, you back in here.
Come on, father. Am I okay? Am I back? Am I back?
Yeah, you back. You there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. Now
Can
you see down in that left-hand corner where they call it Yehovah, but it's really Yahuwah. You see it?
Yes, sir.
Guess what the Christians call it? Lord.
What is it?
I'm not kidding you. You go into the interlinear scriptures and Bibles, you're going to see,
Wow.
you're going to see Yehovah, and then you're going to see in English, that same word that they call in Yehovah, it's going to say Lord. What y'all going to do with it?
Brother Jay.
I got to get Brother Larry back in here, man.
That's bizarre.
I get Brother Larry back. Brother Larry, get that connection down in. Then get it straight. Go over there and call somebody. We're going to get him the better internet. He's too valuable. Y'all hear what I just said? I didn't even take it to that part. In the interlinear Bibles, softwares, I had a video back in August 2007 where I, as a baby in Yahuwah, show what I am saying to y'all. I showed that they call that, hey, it's 3 different ways in there. You'll see Yahweh, you see it'll say Yahweh, and I forgot who they put that to, and then it says the quote Jewish way, Yehovah, and then under that it said Lord. Now come on. How you get, at least they got some letters right. The ones that's trying to trick everybody, they got some letters right. But for the Christians to go all in and say the heck with any of that, we just gonna call it Lord. We're gonna call it Baal. We worship Zeus. See, that proves you worship Zeus. That's who Baal is, Zeus. Man, that gotta trip y'all out. That has to trip y'all out. That they call that same letters that you see in the bottom left corner, that is Yahuwah, that the Jewish people call it Yehovah, that the Christians call that same letters, the same exact letters with the same vowel points, they say is Lord, I promise you. I got to find that software. I got to find that old video. That thing, man, used to tear people up. That's a lot of people. They started gaining traction. They were respect. That's the only, we didn't have a video up on YouTube. We had it on the site. And it was me. And I was in this interlinear Bible software. And I was showing people, look at this. I saw that as a baby in Yahuwah, only 3 or 4 months old. I don't know what people are doing to make this so difficult. I said, how can that change to that? And I did the same thing. And I did it where I'm doing it from. I go to Isaiah, the 1st chapter. YAHU. And it's got all kind of good stuff in there with the Yahu's and how they change them around. Kizi Yahu, Hezekiah. He's in there too. And it says Yahu. All right, I gave y'all that juice. That's some juice. Ain't tell the truth. That is some juice. Now I'm gonna show you, for all of you. Now I done brought the receipts on that. Sister Kimberly got us jacked and tore up. Jacked up, tore up. Are you proud, sis? Because your brother went in on that. Don't come to me. That's what I'm saying. When people come to me with craziness, I'm like, come on, man. You know how much time I done put in this? Look, Stacy said, emissary Brother James, You have the receipts. I'm watching earlier scripture talks and bear witness. See, you heard me translating the translation. Robert Arinson loved his brother Robert. This is juicy. Brother Marvin, they hit the spot. Because that should take your whole confidence and go through the roof. That's why we got the campaign. That's why you should consider supporting. Because, fam, we just getting started. We getting started because once the translations are done, I then get to go back until Yahuwah comes back or takes me. I get to go back and do these lessons one after the next. Wait, we're going to be having high-level production lessons where we putting the stuff up on the screen with all the video, all that stuff. That's why your support's so critical, because we loading up the cannons. I can do this all day long with all kind of words. I can do it all day long. And if we just start pumping out video after video, receipt after receipt, it's going to make people do what Yahuwah said. You're going to have to come. They're going to come and bow down before you. They're going to have to. They're going to have to. So I'm going to go through the packages, then I'm going to get into the lesson on YAHU. But I want all the new people, you need to know how important this campaign is, and you're going to miss out. If you don't get, I got my son's Jacinto comment. Isn't that cool? I don't know how that popped up there. Look at my son representing. Oh, that must have wanted. You see Yahuwah's name in there? He got his own little karate studio, got his own little business going over there. His grandparents set him up. And he representing Yahuwah's name. I love it. Proud of my boy. They're on the shirts all over the place. That's what we're raising up. Hold on, let me go get this for you. I'm going to show you the campaign, and now this is going to really hit you, because now you're going to have a great understanding of the importance of this campaign doing what we just did. Watch. Now, this is the True Scriptures Project, the Tanakh translation. That's what we're doing now. We're almost done with Isaiah, YAHU. So that we're in the Tanakh translation, but we're at the same time, we're doing the Berit Hadash, that's the New Testament. So the Tanakh is the Old Testament. The Berit Hadash is the New Testament. At the same time, while we're translating, the team is marketing the Berit Hadash all over the world. And we got orders after orders after orders keep coming in. There's people getting their hands on the real Berit Hadash. So when you go to tsinfo.org and you support, you're perpetuating the campaign. And can you imagine when the True Scriptures comes out? Now that's a hardcover. You have an opportunity to get your hands on that. Kadeem said he just made Opal today. Congratulations, Kadeem. That's what I'm talking about. So I'm going to go through this. Y'all bear with me, because I want all the new people and all the older people, hey, y'all support with the chat. Y'all fired up. Welcome to the True Scriptures, Tanakh translation in Berit Hadash, New Testament, expansion campaign. This is phase 3. So this is the last phase. We've already done phase 1, phase 2. This is phase 3. This finishes up until we're done with all the books. All right. Our mission is to unveil the true word of Yahuwah by correcting the thousands of inaccuracies. Now, y'all know it's the thousands because they're loaded with vowel points. Loaded. Hold on. Matter of fact, before I go there, I'm going to show you. I'm going to give you an example. Hold on. Let me just give y'all an example so you understand how important this is. When I read this screen, I want to give y'all an example. Watch this. I'm going to copy and paste Isaiah chapter 1, verse 1. I want y'all to see this nonsense. Hold on. Before I go into this, I want y'all to see this nonsense. I'm going to put it on the screen. Now, this is with the vowel points. Isaiah chapter 1, verse 1. Look at this. I put it in the chat. Look at all them vowel points. Everybody look at that. That's Isaiah, YAHU, chapter 1, verse 1. And that's one verse. Look real close at all them little dots all through there. I've never done this. Sister Kimberly, this is so inspiring. Y'all got to be like, what is going on? How much did that change everything with that many vowel points in one verse? It is like that in every verse. So the meanings, the pronunciations is all over the place. Hey, and that is exactly what the King James is banking on. The King James is, number one, is Greek influenced with off of the Hebrew vowel points. Whoa! The King James, the NIV, all these other translations are Greek influenced based off of the vowel pointed Hebrew text. What? And I just showed y'all, I gave y'all a smidgen. It is nasty. It is ugly. And it's thousands of errors, tens of thousands of errors. And you're going to base your whole eternal life off of all these vowel points that's changed all so much? Yolanda, that's got to trip y'all out. How many of that just trips y'all out? Based on what I showed you, how it changes the pronunciation and meanings. Huh? Said some Jehovah's Witnesses came to your door, offered me a pamphlet, and I said, I serve Yahudah. And they didn't know what to say. No! They can't back it up. See, Sister Queen, I want y'all to absorb and think about that's just one verse. Y'all think I'm playing. Hold on. Just so y'all know I am not playing. I'm going to give you verse 2. And you go look it up. See if I'm telling the truth. Here go verse 2. Ashley, here go verse 2. I just put it on the screen. Look at verse 2. Look at all the vowel points. How you going to make it to eternal life? See, most people, like, Sister Kim asked like a little simple question. Can you tell me about them vowel points? Like, I just want to know what they look like. Sister Kim, is this driving it home? All them vowel points is changing pronunciations and meanings. They change meanings. So you got tens of thousands, probably hundreds of thousands of errors that you're basing your eternal life on. So when we say go over, Sister Emily, you see what I'm saying? Jermaine said he loved this teaching. Didn't I tell Jermaine? That's why when people say, "Oh, where can I go learn Hebrew?" I say, "Be quiet for a minute. Hang out. Let me get the translations done. Then I'm going to put together a real powerhouse Hebrew learning course for the Promote the True Family. Y'all gonna learn it. So don't. But it ain't. It's not time for you to learn it right now. I know that might sound crazy. You need to stay up under this teaching and get the philosophies and the mentality down so that you've done what? So you don't just go out to a field on hard ground and start sowing seeds, do you, Dad? Everybody, what you're going through now while I'm doing all the translation, you're going through plowing the field. We got to till the ground up. We got to get it ready to plant. So when I come back and teach you a Bari Hebrew, your ground is ready for it, and you ain't running off on some rabbit trail. You'll get lost if that's what I got to learn this. No, you need to get your soul secured, because you just learning Hebrew ain't going to save your soul. It's the way you think. As a person thinks, so they shall be. All right? Hang tight. Now you understand. So go to TS Info And it's on. Woo! SA said, I'm new here. I've been listening to y'all and want to know if I call on the name of Yehovah, am I saved? Yes. You got to repent first. Or I'm not saved. Now you got to endure. You ain't saved. You now have received salvation, but you got to endure to the end. I want you, SA, Cat 281, to go to truesalvation.net. Everybody that wants salvation in Yahuwah, that don't want to guess no more, we gave you the steps. Truesalvation.net. I'm going to put it on the screen and then I'm going to move on. So everybody that wants true salvation, step by step. You're not going to guess anything. You ain't going to have to guess at all. You're going to know exactly what to do, and you can have your soul on point and on track with Yahuwah today. Go to truesalvation.net. All right, now back to the campaign. Y'all seen all them vowel points? Now when I come in here and tell y'all, watch, look at how this presentation sets in now, which we've never done what I just done before. Now look how the presentation sets in. When we say, look, I'm going to read now. Our mission is to unveil the true word of Yahuwah by correcting the thousands of inaccuracies present in current translations of the Tanakh. Do y'all see them? Yes. Now you can say, I understand. Instead of just kind of hearing this slide, now you got a deep understanding how critical this is. See, I know it, I know her. I know eternal life is hanging in the balance. I know the lake of fire is calling you. And if you depend on them vowel points, you're going in that lake of fire. So there's thousands of inaccuracies present in all current translations of the Tanakh Old Testament across all languages. Because what they do is, this is nuts. They go get it from the vowel pointed Hebrew that's influenced by the Septuagint, the Greek. So the Greek, King Ptolemy of Alexandria, Egypt, what you know about that? King Ptolemy, the king of Egypt at that time, Alexandria, wanted a Greek translation of the Hebrew Tanakh. There was no savior around at that point. My dad said, keep bringing it. There wasn't no savior. He wanted it Tanakh, but he wanted it in Greek. So they went out and they went and read the originals, like the Dead Sea Scroll stuff. And they translated it over into Greek. And that Greek Septuagint is what is the major influence behind the King James. It was 72 writers. So now what we're saying is these inaccuracies stem from a reliance of the flawed Masoretic text, which introduced the what? Well, I proved it. Misleading vowel pointing system between the 7th and 10th century CE. These alterations diverted worship away from Yahuwah's true name. That's a fact. And did I just prove it? Did I just prove what I'm saying? Y'all thought this was just a regular old slide. But now this changes everything for you and your confidence in Yahuwah. Everybody here go, man, it's a whole different game now. Brother Jay, and if go back and watch the recording and take notes and study what I did and get that little basic pitch down because you can witness like that. So why are we doing this project? Because, man, we don't want to go in the lake of fire. And we want to save as many people as possible. Now, pay attention. At Promote the Truth, we are dedicated to restoring the scriptures to their what? Original purity, starting with translations into English. Because remember I said, they're in all languages. So they went and got the Greek, they took it, some Greek folks who don't hardly know nothing about Hebrew, they went and translated the scriptures over into Greek, and then all these other versions come off of that. And then it finally got to English, and now the French, the Spanish, the Portuguese, you name it. All these Bibles in the world now, they're not based off the Hebrew. They're not based off even the Greek. They're based off of the English King James, which is based off the Greek. Septuagint. And the Texas Receptus. And the majority text. I'm telling you, that's what all that stuff's based off of. What we do, we restore the original purity starting with translations into English. Once we get this English right, we just finished the Spanish translation, but from the Hebrew and the Aramaic into proper English. Now we take that into Spanish, we take it into Serbian, and we just got our commitment from one of our sisters to take it into German. Been working with her for years. One of our ride or dies. She's now going to take it into German. But from the emissaries translation over here from the English. And how do we know what to do? That's all that studying. When y'all support, y'all are now getting in with my studies. And what Yahuwah taught the team with me. And we use the Dead Sea Scrolls, the Torah Shamaranit. Ain't hardly none of y'all heard of this. The Samaritan Pentateuch, stuff we study. We aim to provide every true believer with access to the unaltered word of Yahuwah. Now, with this, why is that Dead Sea Scrolls and the Torah Shamaranit understanding so important? There's no vowel points in there. Y'all understand now? There's no vowel points in any Dead Sea Scrolls or the Torah Shamaranit, the Samaritan Pentateuch. So now, guess what we can do? We can take the Codex Leningrad, which I have, the Aleppo Codex, and the Codex Corinthus, which I have, and we got the complete Leningrad Codex, and we removed all the vowel points. And now, because I know how to read original, earliest Hebrew, and I understand the Aleph Bat, now I understand how to read that and how the pronunciation, and there's less than 7 rules in Hebrew. There's like less than 7 rules. You know, like in English and all these other languages, all kind of rules when something goes here. This is simple. So you're going to get it. So we take that Leningrad Codex, the Aleppo Codex, and Codex Corinthus, and we give you the purest translation in the world, and I prove it when I do these lives. I come on and go, does that bear witness? Does that make sense to y'all? And y'all go, I understand that completely. Now, we got the Beretta Dash complete. It's already translated. And there were people that participated that got this hardcover. There's less than 400 of them. But you got to get to the Opal package in order to do it. I'll explain in a second. So we're exposing all the Greek-based translation errors. We tore that up. We got videos for days. All them haters that was coming at us at first, they left us alone. They said, man, we ain't doing nothing but creating more of a massive wave of momentum trying to come against these people because we can't prove what we're saying from the Greek. We took them and tore them down butt naked spiritually. They don't have a chance. We got videos. Just go watch the videos. Just go type in anything Greek. And you're going to be like, man, you can't argue with Brother Jay and the team on this. So we bring that true word and we're expanding that all over the place. And you get that, we got that officially stamped. Now check this out. Big announcement on that first line. Now that I'm about 2 days away from finishing Isaiah, YAHU, I couldn't tell where we were going to land with finishing up the project until I got YAHU done. It was 2 big ones I want to get done. I wanted to get Talim, Psalms, 150 chapters. And I wanted to get these 66 chapters done. But Psalms is like cake translation compared to YAHU. YAHU, hard translating. And if you ain't got Yahuwah in you, you ain't going to make it. You're going to give everybody a corrupted translation. Because you got to know how to tell when Yahuwah is talking, when Yahu's talking. Because they so intertwined when they're talking. Shout out to Jeremy. He said he loved my true scriptures. So we now got the date. Our goal was shooting for March 31st. Impossible to hit it because of the complexities of these harder core books. I got to get YAHU done here quickly. These are more intense. So we said, without me falling out and passing out somewhere, we had a meeting before we got on this one. We had a bunch of those that are strong in Yahuwah, leaders in Yahuwah, that are proving themselves consistent. We did a private Zoom before we got on here. And I took it to the Kahal. Leadership, overseers was in there. I said, I feel we can confidently have this done around May 31st. We got to add a few months onto this. Are y'all bearing witness that this is okay for the Kahal? And everybody voted 1,000% yes. That's they want me to have my health be safe because I'm pushing to the max. I promise y'all. I'm going till I'm just exhausted at the end of every day translating. My brain is just stretched because this is Yahuwah's work. I gotta do this with meticulous skill and letting the Ruah work through me. That's the spirit. So everybody voted yes. Let's take it to May 31st. So the tough part is we would love to have had it by March 31st. We get our hands on it quicker. But the good news is more people got an opportunity to qualify for Opal package and above to get that hardcover. So let's take this opportunity and maximize it out for as many new people in the world to get their name on that t-shirt. You'll see what I'm talking about in a second. So we're going to say May 31st, 2025. We feel confident about that. Keeps us in the spring. And campaign support packages with exclusive items are available for those who voluntarily want to help get this project done faster. This would normally take another 2 to 3 years. Ain't no joke. 2 to 3 years. But contributing is not mandatory. So I want everybody to understand that. Because there's some people, they say, where's this and where's that? You say, you don't send no money in here. If you got a bad spirit, like if your spirit is jacked up, man, just please stay over there. Stay in that crazy Christian world. Go ahead and just do whatever you do in your life. We want people that they got the right heart. They love this. They're patient. They're kind. They got the fruits of the spirit. Because if you don't want to understand that this is a project together, just wait till it's completed. And you can purchase the book separate. Like you can go get the Berea Hadash. At TrueScriptures.store right now. You can go to TrueScriptures.store and get you a copy of that right now. And get it before that price goes up. It's only $37 over there. All right. But these support packages are exclusively for those who want to collaborate. You want to be part of this and be part of the restoration of Yahuwah's true word. So you can join us on this. Now I'm going to go through the packages for y'all. Again, we expect to launch the Tanakh, or it should be done with the translation, I say. Bam, May 31st, 2025. So you got up until then. So every time you contribute, $3, $20, $100, $300, $1,000, whatever you contribute, it accumulates. We're on the donor box platform. That platform keeps track of everything you contribute. Whatever email you use, you can go to donorbox.org. Whatever email you use to contribute, you can go. They'll let you log in, set you up an account, and it'll keep track of everything you do. All right. So our first package is the Opal package, and that's $300 worth of support. You can do that one time, or you can contribute. It's across the board. It's all different. I don't know. It's probably half and half. I don't know. Maybe less than half, 30%. Probably just start with there. And then, but most of the people, what do? They do 25, they do 50. But the key is by March 31st, get to 300, and then you're going to get the beautifully bound True Scriptures hardcover, professionally stamped copy of the Tanakh, Old Testament. special edition PTT True Scriptures 10 Commandments canvas that we don't provide to the regular public to purchase. And you're going to get the special t-shirt, the long sleeve t-shirt with all Tanakh package supporters' names on the back. That's historic. That's historic. And then if your t-shirt wears out, we give you this one as part of your package. If it ever wears out, we give you a special link. You can reorder another t-shirt with all the names on the back. Isn't that cool? You get a personalized digital certificate of appreciation. So when we're done with the campaign, whoever the highest levels you got to in package support, you're going to get that digital certificate with that level on it. Hey, this is the big one. You get free access to the True Scriptures digital collection platform. It's over 200. It's more than that because of the power study guides that we're putting in there. Some of them are already there. But you got access right now. If you get the Opal package, all the book of Genesis is in there right now. The True Scriptures, Genesis and Exodus is in there now, along with 3 other powerhouse books in the Tanakh and 5 in the Brit Hadash with your power study tools. They're either there or coming. So you got lifetime access to that, to where I'm never going to stop putting content in there. So even when all the scriptures are out, that ain't the end of the game, because you see me teaching now. Imagine when I'm going to teach in that private platform. All right. So get to at least Opal package qualified. We'll show you the branding. That gives you an idea of the beautiful branding that comes with it, the contents. Now, a lot of people say, I want to keep going. They get into the vow of YAHUAH. They told me Lizette out there, she got it. She got the Topaz package today. Shout out to Lizette. Lizette, $500. She just started there. Because you get everything comes with the Opal, but then you're going to get the picnic blanket. Beautiful. Now, these are witnessing tools. Now you get to spread Yahuwah's name. You get the sports bottle, and we're going to put another 5 additional books of the True Scriptures Digital Collection to give you access to that nobody else has. You're going to get VIP access to both the 12 2024 virtual retreat. We're working on as fast as we can to get that edited. That is off the hook. It's like 11 hours of content. We were going to do it in March, but we're going to move it to April because of the translation process. So we're doing one next month. That's another virtual retreat that is off the charts. If y'all went to the virtual retreat, put something in the chat on that, because we had over 100 plus people in there and it was lights out. But you had to get to at least the Topaz package in order to get in there. All right? So you don't want to miss that. That's the brand and the big, beautiful picnic blanket. You got the sports bottle. You got all that cool stuff coming with it. Another level up is the Emerald Pack. And put your level that you've reached in the chat. Just show yourself being proud. $1,000. What I love about it, we allow you to accumulate. Now you've got another couple of months. Y'all should be shooting for the higher levels if you 144. Going, Yahuwah, give me seed to sow. You get everything in the first 2 packages. Then the app is almost, right now they're waiting on me. They told me we got it done, just upload the scriptures. So we had to do it in a certain format. So as soon as we get that done, we're going to upload that and we're going to release the app. You get free access to the app. Got it? And you're going to get, we got a membership portal we're building out. That's going to be lifetime. It's $500 portal just about. That we're going to be putting in life and spiritual connection of the best, how to think, how to do this, how to do business, taxes, all kind of stuff you're going to learn in there. Oh, so you get access to that. Then you get the virtual Q&A that we're going to do at the conclusion. You get the luxury duffel bag that's large and the Supreme Sipping coffee mug, 15 ounces. Hey, Queen, y'all at Purple Diamond? I got to go check Queen now. Queen, hey, I want to announce that. I want to have y'all on the next one, Queen. I want you and Larry to come in. Y'all hit Purple Diamond. I want to introduce the world to our newest Purple Diamond. Y'all just watch that one here. All right? So that, again, this is the branding. Beautiful branding. See the duffel bag there? You got the app. You got all that cool stuff. Now watch this. If I were you, every one of y'all, Look, Robert Arenson said, I was diamond in the first campaign. He said, I'm purple diamond in this campaign too. One of our strongest supporters. But hey, every one of you, if you love what you hear and see here, you should be going for sapphire, because a lot of y'all are newer people. You didn't get to get the Brit Hadash stamped copy. This is how you can get a Brit Hadash professionally stamped limited edition, because you're going to get the 3-part series. So if you can get the 2,500, accumulate your way there. Some people start there. You're going to get the professionally stamped Tanakh, the new color. So the Brit Hadash is going to come in a new color. It's not going to be black. It'll be in a new color. You'll get the new color Brit Hadash, and you'll get the combined one book that's the Tanakh and the Brit Hadash combined. That'll be in a different color. It'll be 3 different color books, 3 different ones. None of them are going to be the same color. All 3 different color books right there. Hey, I would get there for that, because that is lifetime priceless. Now check this out. Additional special long sleeve t-shirt. You get an additional True Scriptures 10 Commandments campaign. You're going to get the PTT YAHUAH beach towel, which is huge. Yahuwah's name branded all over it. You're going to get the Bluetooth speaker with Yahuwah's branded on it. You're going to get a special role in the documentary. Once we're done, you're going to be able to, we'll have our team call you up, bring you to a virtual setting, and they'll just do a quick little interview with you. And so when we do the documentary that we're going to be pitching to Netflix and all these different places, you can have your witness pop up there. Look at that beautiful beach towel and all that branding. Love it. And then we got our purple diamond. Now this is for like the tithers, the ones that do the vows. You ain't got to do it. But we got people now, they're hitting that because they just been along the way. They're going, I got money coming in anyway. I want to sow it into something that's going to do kingdom advancement. And they understand the power of Yaakov's vow. You can't get away from it. Can't get away from that. Yaakov, chapter 28 of Bereshit. You just go to Genesis 28 and you read the last 3 verses, and you will understand how powerful it is to do tithing the right way. Look, Anna Taylor says, hey, I'm not sure, but I should be kissing purple diamond. I'm checking you too, Sister Anna. Woo! Go on there. Because guess what's going to happen? You got 9 books coming. All hardcovers, professionally stamped. You're going to get 3 sets. 3 sets of the Tanakh, 3 sets of the Brit Hadash, 3 sets of the combined. Then we load you up on all the swag. So you got Yahuwah stuff everywhere. So you got 5 of this, 8 of that, 10 of that. And then at the end, we get you the special design hats and the polo shirts on top of all the other stuff that we load you up on. Again, the branding is off the hook. But you also get a longer version in the documentary. And then what's really important, y'all can see how I throw it down. You're going to get 2 one-hour sessions with me. So as the year pans out, we'll just start scheduling these. When I get time, hey, you get your hour. Hey, Robert, you get your hour. Robert Arenson, you get your hour, right? You got Daniel, you get your hour. Sister Queen, y'all get your hour. Lorena, you get your hour. And then we get another hour. Woo! That's a good package. Now, the brand is off the hook. Look at that polo shirt up in the top right-hand corner. So check this out. What I love is you can accumulate your way. Just say you were sitting there today going, I want to get the Opal package, the $300 package. You can do 100 today. Another few weeks, you do another 100. And then by the end of May 31st, you do another 100. And now you got yourself there. And now you go down in eternity. And I believe that the messengers are taking notes on this. Now we take credit card, debit card, PayPal, Apple Pay, Google Pay, crypto, and stocks. You can also do Cash App, Venmo, and Zelle. If you want to do Cash App, Venmo, and Zelle, you need to send an email to info@promotethetruth.com. They'll give you simple instructions. They'll tell you what the handle is to send it there. We do it all the time, no problem. Then we manually credit your account in DonorBox. So you get full credit every time you do it. Ask people. Lisa Bethel, she does a Cash App a lot. Bam. Team within 24 hours. You'll get a notice. You'll get a receipt in the email. So that is the campaign, fam. That's the campaign. Now, what I'm going to do here, because we've been running deep, because, hey, we went off course because I did a whole lesson teaching y'all vowel points. Didn't expect that. I didn't expect that at all. Did y'all? I'm going to have to change the name of this because I'm going to do YAHU 45 in the next one. Because this one was really vowel point lesson. And I think it was critical. It was an intercession. I came down for the messengers to Sister Kimberly. Wouldn't y'all agree? That it made people understand we've been duped. They done lied to us. So I'm going to change the name of this. We're going to change the name to the vowel pointing lie. Yeah, we're going to change the top. We're going to change this here. The vowel pointing lie. For all the people I'm going to put 3 exclamations on that thing. That's crazy. Isn't it? Y'all, everybody's shocked and motivated at the same time. Everybody is shocked and motivated at the same time. Tell the truth. Shocked and motivated at the same time. Man, oh man. I want to make sure we got this right. I'll change it, and it's going to be called the vowel pointing lie. It leads straight to the pit of hell, and everybody knows it. We've been duped, and now we got a lesson, and everybody can go back in this video. That's why I don't want it to go much longer, because I want y'all to be able to go back, watch this video. Some of y'all can watch it in between sessions. Take notes and go, okay, I can prove this now. I can sit down and hold my own. If you do these little simple things to some of your most staunch people, they're going to shut up. You're going to shut their mouth with your wisdom. And you're not arguing with anybody. You're asking questions. Say, wait, let me ask you a question. Isn't his name Netanyahu? Let me ask you a question. Isn't this Yahudah? Let me ask you a question. Isn't this Yahweh? Let me ask you a question. Isn't it Yahweh? Okay, how come all of them are Yahu, but then you go over here and say Yehovah? And they're going to be like, what? Sister Queen backed that up. Shocked and motivated at the same time. So listen, we're going to get back here about 6:15 Eastern Standard Time. And we're going to go in hard on YAHU 45. Sister Kimberly, you took us on a detour, but it's a great one. She took us on a great detour. I'm going to catch y'all back here. And we're going to I promise y'all going to love YAHU 45. And I promise to bring that heat like never before. We're going up high. I see y'all back here. Love you.